Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I'm going to be talking through the books that I've read in the month of July. Now if you don't know me, I am a very slow reader. So I'm a mood reader. So in the month of July I set out a goal to read a couple of books. If you have seen my July TBR video, I did think that I was going to read at least like 7 books, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. But in the month of July I read 5 books, one on my Kindle and the rest were physical books. 2 of them were romance. I would say 2 of them were like mystery thriller vibes. And I don't really know what you would describe this one as. I'll put it up on the screen if I figure out on Goodreads what it's actually classified, like its genre, what it actually is. So I guess we'll start off with the lowest rated books and then we may or may not have a new 5-star book in this month. So the first book that I read in July was The Patient, and I had really high expectations for this book. Mainly because I've been really obsessed with Frida McFadden in the last couple of months and I thought that this book was going to give me those kind of vibes. I just felt like it was kind of rushed. Like, it's only 200 pages long, a book that I was expecting to go much into detail, but I just felt like it was really rushed, and I felt like if they had like kind of broken it up into scenes and kind of, I don't know, it was written in a kind of blog post format and I'm not sure how I felt about it. The storyline is good. There's a lot of potential here. I just didn't really like the way that it was written. That's why I gave it a 2 out of 5. The next book that I read in July was on my Kindle, so I don't actually have the physical copy. It was The Housemade Secret and I rated that a 3.5. Again, I just love Frida McFadden's books. I just think that she writes really well. Her writing it's just effortless to read. Like, you can sit down and finish a book in 1 hour. Like, that's how good her writing is. Her books always get me really into the storyline as well. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I don't really remember much of the book. I just remember that I read it in like a day and a half, which was really quick for me. So I rated it a 3.5 out of 5. So the next book that I read, I actually finished a couple of days ago. It was Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Now, I was expecting this to be like a cutesy little story. So if you don't know, this book is the first book in a 4-book series, correct me if I'm wrong, and it's all like stories about a little cafe in Japan. It was okay. I rated it at 3.5 because the stories in here were actually really heartwarming and I really loved them. However, I was a little bit confused half of the time. I don't know why, but it was just kind of a confusing concept for me to grasp. But it was a fun read. That's why I gave it a 3.5. I think I'm just stupid and I don't... like, I was trying to understand some of the things and it was just not clicking in my brain for some reason. But yeah, I think it was a cozy read. That's what I would think this book would be, a cozy read. I think this is a little bit of a cozy read kind of thing, so if you enjoy that, you'd probably enjoy this of the book. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, good book. The next book that I read was actually one of my second Emily Henry book. Oh, my dog is coming in. I picked up Beach Read by Emily Henry and I absolutely love it. I tabbed it. I don't know if you can see, but I have so many quotes in here that I absolutely loved. Such an easy, fun read. I think I probably would have rated it a 5 out of 5 if I was reading it in summer because I was obsessed with quotes in here. I could not put my highlighter down. I didn't really love You and Me on Vacation. I don't know, maybe that was because it was like my first Emily Henry book, but I really enjoyed this book, so I think maybe I'll give that one another chance. Yeah, I gave this one a 4 out of 5. I will most likely reread this in summer and I can guarantee you it'll get on my 5-star reads list. My next book is probably one of the most talked about series on YouTube and BookTok for that matter. I was introduced to the Magnolia Parks series last year and I can tell you right now as soon as I finished the first book, I went and bought the whole series. And I am absolutely obsessed with these characters. I'm absolutely obsessed with BJ, Magnolia, Christian, Julian. I mean, this book, it would be a crime for me not to give it a 5 out of 5. It was absolutely amazing. Again, could not put my highlighter down. I tabbed the crap out of this book. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels good in my soul. I absolutely love this book so much, and I cannot wait to get into the other books. However, I can see that I've only got obviously 2 books left and my heart hurts. So I'm just kind of pacing it out a little bit. I've done that with the Knock 'Em Out series too. I've got 1 book left in that trilogy and I am so scared to finish it. But obviously this is a 5 out of 5. I feel like every Magnolia Parks book that I read is a 5 out of 5, so get used to that. But yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with this book. I think I finished it maybe in 3 days, and it's quite a chunky book. Like, it's 600 pages. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I cannot stop thinking about it. Some of the quotes in this book, like, let's look at this. Ready? She knows she looks too beautiful to be a normal part of the world. Everyone else on the planet is a sidewalk and she's the flower growing out of the crack in it. Are you joking? I was literally reading this book and I was on a little like staycation with my boyfriend's family and I was reading it, and every single time BJ talked about Magnolia, I tried not to like kick my feet and giggle because I was like, oh my god, this man is so in love with her, but he needs to sort himself out. And the way that this book finished, illegal, but I'm absolutely obsessed with them and I cannot wait to read the next Magnolia Parks because of the way that this book finished. But we're going to pace it out here, okay? I'm getting a little bit too excited. All in all, I probably could have read a little bit more in July. I was busy working and kind of figuring myself out for the month because July was quite a busy month for me, not just physically but emotionally too. And yeah, I did pick up a book on my Kindle at the moment. I think it's All the Little Raindrops by Mia Sheridan. I'm about halfway through, so I guess I could say that that's like part of my July readings. I'm kind of confused by that book. I don't really know, but anyway, you'll hear about that in another video. Anyway, that was me talking about my July reads. I know that I got a little bit too excited, but I think this month was quite successful. We only really had 1 book that I didn't really enjoy and the other one I was just too dumb to understand. I am quite a slow reader, so to me this is quite an achievement. I know that like 2 of these books are quite small, but Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home is quite chunky, so I'm kind of happy about that. This is only the start of my book talk, so I hope that you guys are enjoying this. I'll be making a lot more content hopefully soon, and yeah, I hope I'll see you guys soon. Bye!